offense will kick off first, and
Let's go.
here we go.
First game of the night. First game of the night. See if we can get us a win. We need one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Running inside, it's Jackson. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Julian saying to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On this goddamn game.
Smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Sayin. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like these.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by this.
Makes the grab and room to run. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Onto my dog. This shit does not block.
But unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Marshall. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, saying. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make something happen. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Saying to throw for it on fourth. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass.
Into the end zone for the touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Underwood unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Pressure coming. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Trying to set up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Marsh. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Makes the grab. There's got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sayin on the play action. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. It's complete to the left. Bulldozes his way through. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sayin. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Marshall. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Say it. On target. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Again, it's Sayin. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, Ohio State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires it incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Marshall. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Again, it's Underwood. Going deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's Julian saying to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line gets set, first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much.
All by himself down the middle. Past the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
So, Chad.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. This time he wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on.
I knew you were about to do that.
I
knew you were going to come back.
And they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hand off for Brown. They get it out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's Brown. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Cardinals come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They'll run with Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Let's go, Chad. Coach, what we going to do, Coach? Got 2 times. Coach got an answer.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throw it. Say it. Got a man.
Hey.
West.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense, as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Snowed under by the defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off, Isaac Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Again, it's Brown. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that 1st down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I'm going to get on that screen shit. I see you like to run that.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Say it. Here's the pressure. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On first down, it's Brown again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Across the 45. Might have a chance.
Look at this shit, dog. And this one's...
Touchdown, Cardinals. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Ain't got shit else to do but run the ball. They know they run shit. They made it so fucking easy for you to run.
That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Say it. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range from their kicker. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. On the move, he fires. Smith with the grab over the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Brown. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Wow, nice job by the receiver getting out of his break, working toward the sideline, and then equally good placement with the football by the quarterback, putting it where only his guy can make the catch. You really cannot execute that out route any better.
Wide receiver going in motion. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel it.
There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Throwing, say it. Right on the money. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, say it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession.
Good game, man. Good defense.
There was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ohio State calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
He's passing. He's going to pass. Watch it. Watch it.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
He's going to go for it. Oh, shit. He's going for it. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up.
He's running.
This could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Zayn. He's going to run it. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. So that'll cost him a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking to throw, it's Zayn. He's taking a deep shot.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense
What's wrong, dog?
Hey,
Why you got no fucking right to the ball?
On DE, they're right, and they'll be able to run out the clock.
I just...
Oh, fuck shit, man. He hating that shit, man. He be giving a fucking defender more rights to the